Hey! Today is the 4th of September. Crazy to think that we're in September already. What happened to August? Or for that matter, what happened to the whole summer? It just kind of disappeared. But I wanted to talk about it. You know, there's still 3 weeks of summer left, but the weather's starting to slowly get cooler. The sun goes down earlier. It's kind of a bummer. When August, September hit, you can really see a difference in daylight. And you know what's coming, winter. And I love all 4 seasons. They all bring something unique to the table. Summer's my favorite for obvious reasons, to be outside and in the sun and riding my horses and just enjoying the warm. And now we're getting ready to transition into fall. I actually decorated my house in my fall decor, and I was thinking about it, like, I never used to do that. I never really got into decorating other than for Christmas, but something sparked, and so now my house is leaves and pumpkins, a little bit of Halloween stuff, but mostly fall. And I love fall because it really teaches us how to let go. The leaves start changing, things start happening, you get ready for winter, but you also get to enjoy the Indian summer. And the leaves and their brilliant colors is just showing you what it's like to let go. Letting go of the weight of the world, letting go of people's opinions and expectations of you and how you should be living your life, letting go of your own expectations, letting go of society's list that it made you do to live your life. We all have this thing that we're taught, you know, go to school, go to college, figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life, and then it's like, and then go to work for the rest of your life. What? Get married, have kids, do all the things. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do those things. I did. Don't get me wrong, I followed all of that too, but I finally let go. Hey, Jenny! But, so I kind of have writer's block, I'm not gonna lie, on what to tell you about my business, about my life. So, earlier today I posted a meme about living at work. Living at work, you get up, get dressed, get ready, go to work, do your job, and then it's like you're so tired, you come home, and then you're tired, you go to sleep, you eat dinner and all that, and then you go do it all over again. That was my life for many, 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 many years. And now I don't have that. I don't have that crazy schedule, that constant feeling like you're exhausted and getting nowhere. And I'm just here to tell you that living life on your terms is possible. Totally possible. I went to college. I found the job. It took me a while to find my niche, but when I did, I stayed with my job for 11 and a half years. It'll be 2 years since I left my job in April. Crazy. I can't even, wrap my head around the fact that I've been an entrepreneur and out of the workforce for 2 years. I remember when I was getting ready to leave my job, I was so burnt out. I loved what I did, but my body was screaming, make a change. God was making me so uncomfortable that I had to change direction. And He will do that. If He wants you to change direction, whether it's job, relationship, health, whatever it is, He will make you uncomfortable until you change. And I think that is seriously what happened to me. I was sick, super sick for 2 months, couldn't get better, just didn't have the energy, the health, or anything to keep going anymore. I missed a lot of work. And they were making threats of not letting me go on a vacation I had planned and paid for a year in advance. You know, I wasn't planning on getting sick. Nobody plans for that. Seriously, who wants to be sick? I don't. So, anyway, this opportunity fell into my lap at the right time, just as I was completely burnt out. I was trying to envision, okay, if I were to quit this job, what would I do? And I could not see myself doing anything else but that job. Like I said, I loved my job, but I was like, well, I need to do something different, but I don't know what. And that was super scary. I don't want to go to anywhere else. I'm happy where I am, but I'm not happy at the same time. It was kind of a weird transition. But then this opportunity came, and something told me to jump on it. And I did. And I'm so glad I did. And 4 months after I started my business, I was able to leave my 9-to-5 job. I've never been healthier, happier, more relaxed. Like I said, I was super sick for 2 months straight. I haven't been sick but maybe a day since I left my job, if that tells you anything. My mental health is better. My fitness is better. I started a fitness journey in August. More of a challenge to myself. I've lost 6.2 pounds since the 1st of August, and I've lost 3 inches off my waist. Am I where I want to be? No, but I'm making progress, and I'm super proud of myself. And I just want you to know that you can do whatever it is you put your mind to. Just set the excuses aside. Set that fear aside. Believe me, I was a chicken when I left my job. I had no idea what I just got myself into when I started my business. I had no idea what was coming or what was waiting for me. I had no clue. And you know what? I learned as I went. I'm still learning. I'm still trial and erroring. But looking back to then versus now, I'm more comfortable. I have a grasp on what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's been a journey, and I'm excited to share it with anybody who wants to make a change. And I'm here to tell you, too, that you do not have to leave your job if you start a business. I wasn't actually planning on leaving my job when I started my business. My goal was to pay off debt, was just to make it some extra money and pay off debt. I wasn't planning on leaving, but like I said, it was kind of necessary, and I'm glad I did. I still miss parts of the job. I miss my team, but I don't miss having to go to work every single day and count down the hours until it's clock out time. I used to do that, and now I'm so happy to be home. I can take care of my mom. I can spend time with my horses and my dogs and just be present. And that is it's so underrated. I tell people my life is boring. I stay home 90% of the time. I'm home. I'm happy. I go to town maybe once a week to go get groceries, and that's my outing. But seriously, this is what I've been hoping and dreaming for a long time. And now I have to share this with y'all because my husband has to be on board, so it's not written in stone yet. But I had this epiphany the other day. As you know, most of my dream, my biggest life goal dream is to own a guest ranch, a ginormous ranch. Picture Yellowstone, but not quite as big. That would be nice. I won't say no if that fell in my lap. But my dream is to have a guest ranch and share the cowboy experience and the Western way of life and the horses and the lifestyle with people who might want to think about getting into it, or need a vacation from the city life, or just want to discover something new, and I see Airbnb as always like advertising now these experiences, and I'm like, that would be so cool. So I had my epiphany was, okay, I don't have the ranch yet, but in the meantime, I could totally get like a really nice camper and set that up as my Airbnb and use my horses as the experience. And so I'm still doing some more research into that, but I really think it could be cool. I think it would be fun. They wouldn't have to be in our house that way, but they'll still be here. I'll still be like catering to them. But I thought, how cool would that be? And so I'm doing research. I'm learning about the insurance requirements and stuff like that, and how to become an Airbnb and all the things. So I'm like, my husband gets on board and lets me try this. I think it would be super fun, super cool, and super good practice for when I do get my ranch. Because someday it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I might be 80 by the time it happens, but I'm gonna make it happen. So, guys, don't be like the leaves. Let go of all the things that are weighing you down and go after your dreams. Life is too short to play it safe. I played it safe way too long. I wasted way too many years playing it safe with a paycheck, But honestly, think about it. You could lose your job tomorrow, and then what? Jobs are not permanent. The position might be, but that doesn't mean they're going to keep you there, You look at the boss wrong. Bye, you're fired. Or, oh, we ran out of funds, so there you go, you're laid off, or something like that. Shit can happen at any time. And I'm just here to tell you, throw caution to the wind and go for what sets your soul on fire. And let the changing leaves be your reminder of that. And so anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening to my rambling on. And I hope you enjoy fall. I'm hoping summer sticks around just a little bit longer, and then fall can come and the snow and all that. But I have to mentally prepare myself for cold. All right, well, thank you and have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.